I'm Greg Nordfelt, and I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Okay, I'll just recap what we said. Talked a little about, my name's Greg Nordfelt, 35-year banker, senior management, over $1 billion in assets managed, adrenaline junkie, and 23 years married, blended family, 6 kids, 15 grandkids, and jump off things, ride things, dive into things, and drummer. And not a lot of people know that I played with the rock band Cabo Wabo, Mexico, and here we are.
Yay.
Okay, we're gonna start a group exercise. I crashed at the top and made it to the bottom, and there was a sign at the bottom. Anybody guess what it said? Slow skiing, ironically. And my forehead just had to hit the post. My second TBI was in England when I was racing bicycles. And I didn't make the turn. My bike hit the guardrail and my forehead was eyeballing a lamppost. And then the third traumatic brain injury you just heard about. It was a Harley accident. This time I was lucky enough to be wearing a helmet. Let's talk a little bit about knowledge. How does knowledge help you as PTAC members be successful? They need you, and they need your knowledge.
Correct.
That my life was saved by Laura and by Dr. Gans. So it was the knowledge of Laura's and the Lifelight crew and Dr. Gans that I'm able to be here with you today. And it's the knowledge that you all have that enables small businesses throughout Utah to help build our economy. So my coworkers had to be patient with me, and they were. About 1.5 years until my right brain relearned how to do what my left brain used to do. So numbers had colors and spreadsheets had little animals, but I did it. I learned how to be a banker again from my creative side. It took a while and they were patient with me, but I got there and my team was successful again, as I said earlier. So the film came out last year and I watched it several times, and my wife Laura finally watched it, and she said, Greg, after she watched it, is this what it feels like to you to go to a big family party? Or when we go to crowded events, these noises and having this commotion, the grandkids running all over the place, and finally, after 5 years, my wife understood me. How well do you know your clients? How well do you know each other? It's kind of why we started out with this exercise this morning. My wife gives me so much crap. After I get home from meeting someone, she says, Greg, did you ask them what they like to do? Did you ask them where they're from? Did you ask them where they live? Do they have pets? Do they have kids? How long have they been married? What? You didn't? Jeez, Greg. Come on! Because she's so good at it. I mean, by the time she leaves, Chuck, you know this about Laura. She will grill you. After you had lunch with her, she'll know more about you than anybody. I just barely started eating salmon. I'll never eat another trout in my life. Sort of laughing out loud and sort of nerves, and she said, he's back. I mean, it was this funny moment that she desperately needed. I mean, she needed this. She needed me to be back. Human connection is the underlying force behind every high-achieving enterprise. Yeah, your knowledge that we talked about, the customer service, empathy, purpose, exceeding goals. You know, that's a big deal. So we are out of time. I promise, this is coming from my heart. We will achieve heights we thought unattainable when human impact is our priority. We have time. I don't know, Chuck, if we have time for questions. Anybody else have questions? I'll answer anything you have.